That looks good. Hi, everyone. Let me get this going here. Class number 100 today. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? We made it, you guys. We made it. We made it. Let me just make sure this is all good. And then we will move forward. Boom, 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 boom. So I can see, yes, that looks good. Sound is happening. All right, 100 classes. How crazy is that? Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Let me just make sure. That's good. This can go over here. There we go. Oh. Yoga for the coronavirus. Yoga for the coronavirus. Interesting. Interessante. Let me just make sure we're going. We're going live. We're going live. Class number 100. Yay! There we are. Howdy, howdy. All right. Sounds good. My test. Yes. All right. Good. Good. All right. Excellent. Quick note on the 100. 100 classes today. Didn't know if we'd get here, had no idea that we would get here, but we're here. We're here, and this is class number 100. And normally Thursdays we do a yoga and high intensity interval training. So that means we'll do a little bit of some squatting and jumping, right? Like this kind of thing. And what I'll say about 100 days of yoga is that I feel like it's given me this like protective shield, right? And not against the coronavirus. I don't know that there is a protective shield against the coronavirus besides a strong immune system, but from like physical injury. You know, I just feel just generally stronger, generally more flexible, generally fitter. Now, I'm also exercising 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days a week. So times a week in addition to this. So that might have something like that complement. I was listening to a podcast on my way in today talking about exercise and how exercise and immunity and how exercise increases or decreases your susceptibility, boosts your immune system basically by double. As long as you're doing, obviously the science shows that extreme exercise more than 2 hours is maybe a little bit more detrimental. But for these past, has it been 4 months? March, April, May, June, almost 4 months. I haven't really done anything more than 2 hours. So I think there's some proof in the pudding to exercising on a regular basis. But more importantly, I appreciate everybody showing up. Lana showing up. Everybody out there showing up on a regular basis and supporting our path to 100, which now we're leading into a path to 100 years of healthy living. Right? This is the beginning. We'll be able to look back when we're 100 years old. And you know what? We started doing this crap when we were. I turned 50 this year, so 50 years ago. But anyway, thank you all for showing up. Thank you all for supporting and showing up is the deal. So don't forget. Go to 5pointyoga.com. pay for your class, support us, make a donation. That's great, helps us as we continue to trudge along here in an open business, but also support your local businesses and go over to my website and teddymcdonald.com, get into the newsletter and the conscious endurance community so that we can all kind of live healthy and stay healthy together. How about that? And let's begin, because it's time to begin. So go ahead and start by having your feet about shoulder distance. Bring your palms together. Close your eyes, relax your shoulders. Start breathing in and out of your nose. In and out of the nose, good, smooth, even breaths. Let the shoulders drop down, let the top of the head float up, breath smooth. Set your intention. Intention to release some stress, to heal, to strengthen. Dropping your head over to your left side, nice easy neck stretch. Then switch sides, same thing. Someone sent me a message yesterday. They said, I know you committed to 100 days and then you're going to take time off, but I'm not taking time off just yet. So you don't have to worry about that. Drop the arms, make a few circles with your head, one direction. My wife and I will plan a week off or a little vacation, a little 5 days, but I'll let you know for sure. And I'll make sure that there's plenty of yoga, but I'll make sure I set up something fun for you while I take a break. But it won't be for at least another, few weeks to a month. We gotta plan it all out. It's got kids, you gotta plan things with kids. Go ahead now, back to the center. Shoulder rolls, forward and back, forward and back. Life becomes less spontaneous when your 10-month-old wakes you up at 5:30 in the morning. This morning was 5:37. Switch directions. I thought, he's been sleeping pretty well. I'll stay up a little later. Of course, Murphy's Law. Always. Good. Arms up. Interlace the fingertips. Turn the palms up. Straighten the arms. Stretch back a little bit. Breathe deeply. Come up on the toes. Ooh. Come down and then fold over to the left side. Start organizing all of the different yoga classes, and I'm going to go back and kind of label them, what we focused on, what we worked on, because I think each one was different. Switch sides. I think everyone was at least slightly different. The beginning, similar, our sun salutations to warm up the body, but we focused on all kinds of arm balances. We did little handstands, we did some hips, we did yin yoga one day. Back to the center, lean back, take a big inhale, fold down, forward, exhale. Yoga for runners, all kinds of fun stuff. So just hang here, breathe, bend the knees, drop your head down, stretch, grab your elbows. That smooth, even breath in and out of your nose. Good, then clasp the hands back behind you, interlace the fingertips, stretch the shoulders.
Good, one more breath. Give it a good stretch. Then release that from there. Come down right into a squat. Right into a squat. Palms together, sit up tall, breathe deeply. Get into the shoulders a little bit, interlace the fingertips, all but the index fingers, reach the arms forward, and then reach the arms up and stretch. Good, one more inhale, and then fold down, clasp the hands back, interlace the fingertips, stretch the shoulders. And then again, we'll do two more like that. So release the arms, come right back down into your squat, on your toes or not. Interlace all the fingers but the index fingers, reach them forward, and then up, and breathe. Focusing on your body, the sensations, the breath. One more inhale, and then fold down. Clasp the hands back, interlace the fingertips. Again, stretch the shoulders. Good. One more round. Interlace. Come on down. Reach up. And again, depending on you, this might just be a little bit different for everyone. But if you can, most likely, especially if you have tighter shoulders, you're getting into the upper back and the shoulders. Take one more inhale, lift up, and then fold down forward as you exhale. Clasp the hands again, stretch. Good. Release the arms, let's roll back up. Take a few arm circles, a little twist. Abdomen strong always. One arm, make a few circles, loosen up the shoulders a bit, and then we're going to go into our sun salutations after a few of these. Good. Switch sides. All right, and then side to side. Very good. Back to the center. Palms together. Take a nice big inhale. Sun salutation A. Reach up. Fold down forward as you exhale. Extend that spine as you inhale. Step back to plank pose as you exhale. Hold it here. We won't hold for too long because we are going to do some high intensity interval training here. We're going to throw in a little mix, some push-ups. So for now, just take a big inhale and drop to the knees as you exhale. Cat and cow tilts for the spine. Inhale the heart up. Exhale, round the back, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round the back. Good, keep it going. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Waking up my brain. Waking up my brain. Back to neutral. Lift the feet side to side. Shoulder and hip together one side. Shoulder and hip together other side. Good. Let's drop all the way to the mat. So all the way to the mat, this would be our easy back bend in our first
Cobra pose, gentle stretch here, shoulders pulled down. Find for you, this is part of the 100-year plan, back bends. One more inhale, and then child's pose just for a moment, exhale. Making sure always, especially in the beginning when you start to move the body, make sure that it feels okay. All right, you never want to go too far, too fast, too deep, too fast. Downward facing dog from there. Come on up. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Take a moment. Bend the left leg. Push the right heel down. Stretch. Switch sides and stretch. Straightening both legs, come up on the toes, walk softly to the hands, lengthen that spine as you inhale, fold as you exhale, all the way up, nice big inhale, hands to the heart, exhale. Let's do 2 rounds from here, arms up again, inhale, folding down forward as you exhale, extend the spine as you inhale, step or jump back, chaturanga if you can. Upward facing dog, gentle back bend, and then downward facing dog. Hold it and breathe. Fingers spread, palms flat, lifting the tailbone, extending the shoulders, breathing deeply. Up on the toes again, walk softly or hop forward. Lengthen that spine as you inhale, fold as you exhale. All the way up, nice big inhale. Hands to the heart, exhale. Arms up again, inhale. Folding down forward, exhale. Halfway up, inhale. Step or jump back, exhale. Vinyasa. Right from here, take the right leg up behind you, lift it up. Look at the hands for a moment. Make sure your fingers are spread, palms are flat. Now let's do some core strength. So shoulders over the wrists, knee to the nose, abdomen strong. Lift it back and up. Forward knee across to your left side. I'll twist and squeeze. Back and up. Forward up to your right side. Back and up from there, all the way forward to the hands. Stay there, straighten the front leg, flex the foot, bend the knee, drop the hips, sink in. Inhale, straighten the leg, flex, exhale, bend the knee, drop. A few more times, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more, inhale, and exhale. Let's drop the back knee down. Double up that mat if you need to. Grab your foot if you can and drop the hips forward. Quadriceps stretch. If not, you're just in a lunge. Whoa. Nice easy lunge, sinking forward, stretching your psoas, your hip flexor, but if possible, you're grabbing that foot, dropping the knee, quadricep down, lifting the heart up, opening up to the ceiling, breathing deeply. Good. And then release that. Warrior one, come on up. Turn the back foot flat down. Warrior one, arms up, shoulders relaxed, hips forward, breathing deeply. Just tuck my cord in here. I am like a cyborg. Like a cyborg with having the microphone on. Clasp the hands back, interlace the fingertips, lift the upper body up, shoulders back, drop the head back, breathe deep. Inhale, and then fold down, exhale. I'm TV Mike. Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory.
I'm inside the TV. Shoulders stretch, strong back leg, breath smooth. One more breath. Give it a big stretch. And then back up, warrior one. Inhale. Hands down to the floor. Exhale. Take the leg back. Vinyasa, lower down. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog pose. Left side when you're ready. Take the leg up behind you. Holding it up. Breathing deeply. Stretching. And then some of that core strength, shoulders over the wrists, knee to the nose, abdomen strong. Lift it back and up. Forward knee to your right side, twist, back and up. Forward up to your left side, back and up. All the way forward to the hands. Stay here, straighten the front leg, flex the foot, bend the knee, drop the hips. Inhale, straighten the leg, flex the foot. Exhale, bend the knee, drop the hips. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. A few more, inhale, exhale. Whoa. Two more, inhale, exhale. And one more, inhale. Very good. Exhale. Drop the back knee down from there. And then either just right into the lunge, sinking forward, stretching the quadricep and the hip flexor. Otherwise, left hand grabs that foot. Square the hips forward again. Stretch that quadricep. It's just much more focused on the quads if you can grab the back foot and lift that back leg. Feel that more, Lana? Yeah, it's just way more intense. Lifting the upper body, stretching, breathing. One more. Big breath. And then warrior one. Release it, turn the back foot flat, come on up, warrior one. Hips turn forward, arms up, shoulders relaxed, breath smooth. Breathe. Good. Clasping the hands back behind you, interlace the fingertips, heart goes up, shoulders pull back, head drops back, breathing deeply. One more inhale, and then fold down as you exhale, dropping the head down, about 3 breaths. Good. Come on, back up, warrior one, inhale. Hands down to the floor, exhale. Leg back, vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog, shoulders back, right? That's the shoulders back. And then downward facing dog, pause here, breathe. Fingers spread, palms flat, lift the tailbone. Good. Up on the toes again. Walk or hop forward. Extend the spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Chair pose this time. Bend the knees, reach the arms. Inhale. 30-second hold. We're going to do a lot of squats, so let's just do 5 breaths. Three. My 3. Maybe your 5. Inhale, maybe your 2. Exhale, stand. Ultimately, in the yoga practice, you want to work on increasing the length of your breathing. So if you can increase the length of your breathing, you're increasing your lung capacity, you're calming your nervous system, and those are all things that you want to do, that you want to work on. I remember for a long time, it was all about just focus on the breath, just focus on the breath, focus on the breath, focus on linking the breath. And now as we move into our
flow, sun salutation B, that's what I want you to focus on. So inhale to chair pose, fold as you exhale. Halfway up as you inhale. Step back or hop back as you exhale. Same exhale, lower to chaturanga. And inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Right leg goes up as you inhale, forward as you exhale. Warrior one, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale, hands down, leg back. All one, exhale, that's harder. Inhale, open. Exhale, back, left side, inhale it up. Exhale. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands down. Leg back, lower. Inhale up. So when you can start to breathe slower, it gets harder because then you have to move slower. It's easy to move through this stuff faster. Fingers spread, palms flat. Lift the tailbone, breathe deeply. Good. Up on the toes again. Walk or hop. Extend that spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Chair pose again, inhale. Stand, hands together at the heart, exhale, full breath. 2 more rounds like that, back to chair, inhale. Fold down as you exhale. Extend that spine as you inhale. Step or hop back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Linking the breath. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale it forward. Warrior one. Chaturanga. Hands down. Leg back. Full body experience. Arms, shoulders, neck, spine. Down dog. Left side. Take it up. Bring it forward. Inhale deep, warrior one. Hands down. Leg back, vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Pause there, breathe. So right in the beginning of this whole lockdown and shutdown, I wanted to make sure that if ever you needed to just do sun salutations, you could do sun salutations. They're one of the most potent sequence of movements that I know. Up on the toes again, walk or hop forward. Do 5 sun salutation A, 5 sun salutation B. I guarantee you're a changed person from beginning to end. Chair pose, inhale. Stand up. At least your body's gonna be warmer and feel better. One more cycle. One more cycle and then we'll hop around a little bit. Chair pose, inhale. Fold down, exhale. Extend the spine, inhale. Step or hop back as you exhale. Chaturanga. Forward facing dog. Down dog. Right leg, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one, reach up, inhale. Hands down. Leg back. Vinyasa. Left side, take it up, bring it forward, warrior one, reaching up, hands down, leg back, vinyasa, lower, heart opens, downward facing dog. Good, come forward about halfway onto your mat, and then halfway up as you inhale, fold as you exhale. All the way up as you inhale. Just go ahead and come all the way up. Nice big inhale. Hands together at the heart. Exhale. We're going to go into some, I don't know if you've done this before. Have you done this before with us? No. So Lana hasn't done this before. What's that? Yeah. So we're going to do some squatting. We're going to do 1 round. Let's just do 1 round because just for the fact that the 100th yoga class landed on a Thursday, it was a little bit... I guess, what do they say? coincidental. So Thursdays have become a HIIT yoga class. So we do our warm-ups like we just did for half an hour, and then we do right into what I do with some of my personal training clients and my corporate clients, which is exercise. So we do a lot of like squatting like this, right? And then so we're gonna do this one, right? You jump 5 times. We'll just do it. So I typically do 4 leg exercises, 2 arm exercises, and 2 ab exercises. So we'll go through just 1 round of that. All right, so right from here, you want your feet about mat distance, maybe a little bit wider than your mat. And by the way, stop early if you need to. So we're gonna do 30 of these because 30 is a hard number, but if you're not used to it, stop at 10 or 15 or 20, like feel it out for yourself. You don't want to, if you're not used to this, you will be a little bit sore from it. So but that's good. So come down like this and then up on the toes. That's 1, down, up, 2, down, up, 3. So head up and butt down, 4. Right, it's a big squat. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Halfway for some, but you can stop anytime. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 2 more, 29, and 30. Good. Take a couple breaths. We'll take no more than 30 seconds. How's that? All right? Yeah, good. So again, this kind of thing I did, it all comes from Tony Horton and P90X. I know some of you guys know who he is. And years ago, we met because he would come to my yoga class. He came on one of my retreats. We became close friends and buddies. And he goes, "You should come to my house and work out." I said, "Man, I don't do this kind of thing. I'm a triathlete. I run, I bike, I swim really long distances, all outside." And I did it, and I was sore for 4 days. I did it on a Monday night, and I was sore until Friday. I couldn't sit down on the toilet. It was so crazy. And I've been doing it ever since, for like 14 years. It's crazy. Okay, so now, you're not gonna do that today. That was 20 leg exercises only. This is a little bit more of a combo. It's a little bit more user-friendly, full body experience. So 45 degrees, 5 times, and then jump, right? And then 45 degrees, 5 times, jump back. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Jump. 1, 2, 3, smile. 4, 5. Jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jump. 1, 2. We're going to 40. 3, 4, 5. That's 20, so you can stop anytime. 2, 3, 4, 5. Jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jump back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 5 if you're still with it. 2, 3, 4, and done. Good. So it gets the heart rate going. The next one in this particular sequence is called super skater, which looks like this. Think of speed skating, right? When they go going. So it's all about this front leg. We're going to do 15 on each side, but it looks like this. The easy option: down, up, down, up, down, up. As you get a little bit more adept, your balance is better and better. Your leg goes back. Speed skater, arm forward, and then knee up. So it looks like that. Back, up, back, up, back, up. Got it? So 15 times. Since I already did 6, I'm only going to do 9. Just kidding. So standing in the left leg first. We'll start first 3 easy. Balance on one leg. Ready? bend, straighten, bend, straighten. 3, start to add the legs and the arms. 4, pick that knee up. 5, 6, 7, use your abdomen. 8, 9, 10, 11. You can touch if you need to, but ultimately you don't want to. I don't know, that's 13, 14, I might have missed one. 15, good. So sometimes we'll do 15, sometimes we'll do 20, since this is kind of an all levels. 15 is enough. Other side. Ready? Set, go. Start easy. Bend, straighten, bend, straighten. That's it. You could do 15 of those. 3, or start to add the leg, add the arm a little bit. 5, 6, 7, 8, whoa, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good, good. Harder, a little bit. Last one we're gonna do is what we call run, stand, squat, switch. I don't know why he calls it that, but because it has nothing to do with the runner stance. But basically, it's kind of like the side to side, but it looks like this. So you're gonna look forward the whole time. You're gonna squat here. Notice I'm touching the floor. It's not about the floor. It's about the hips getting to be as low as the knees in your squat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you don't have to touch the floor. If you are okay and you're squatting lower, then you can touch the floor. Right? The main thing that you don't want to do is strain your back, because if you get fatigued, which happens a lot, you're going to reach for the floor. That's why I say it's not about the floor. It's about bending. It's about these two hinges. I'm going to bend up, bend, right? Right? That's it. If you feel like you want to touch the floor, great. I will, but you don't have to. So let's go 30. 30 is hard. It'll be fast. Stop at 20. Do the best you can. Use your abdomen. A lot of this stuff comes from the midsection. And this is, that's right, pull the abdomen in. This is going to be our last leg exercise for the moment. Ready? Looking forward, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Head up, butt down. 9, 20. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you smile, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Good. Well done. Well done, everybody. Push-ups next. So we go right into push-ups. And, you know, with the clients I'm working with now, most of them, we're doing a 30-second round of push-ups. 30 seconds is kind of a long time to do push-ups. So let's just do a number. Let's just say up to 20. How about that? So whether that's 5, 10, 15, 20, pick a number for you. Keep your knees down or not, and we'll go. Ready? I'll do 20. Ready? Straighten the legs, go. Thirteen. 19, 20. Downward facing dog, wherever you are, go ahead and move back, take a stretch. Stretch the legs, bend the left leg, push the right heel down, give it a big stretch. Then switch sides. Stretch. And then we move into some chaturanga. Chaturanga. Push-ups. So come down on the knees. Chaturanga, the difference, if you didn't already know, is where the elbows are back, like that. That's chaturanga. This is chaturanga technically, but the elbows are back. Different from a push-up, a typical traditional push-up where the arms are out to the side. All right, so Let's do 10. 10 is enough. If you want to go to 15, start going now, but otherwise we'll go to 10. Abdomen strong, tuck the toes or not. Remember, you can do this on the knees. And begin. 1, 4, 6, 7, all triceps. 8, 9, 10. Good. Now, cross the legs. Lie on your back. We go to some abs. We're going to do 2 different ab things here. So we're going to do leg climbs, and then we're going to do side crunches. Side crunches we actually do a lot often in yoga because it's just a good ab thing. But leg climbs we don't do as much. Keep one leg bent, one leg straight. You climb up the leg, touch the foot, and then come back down. So the rhythm, the speed is up, 1, up, 2, up, 3. So let's do 20 on each side. 20 on each side. Ready? One leg up, abdomen really strong. If your neck starts to strain you, you gotta just keep the chin down. Ready? Begin. Up and use the arms. 1, up, 2, up, 3. Keep this foot planted. 4, 5, 6, up, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. You know, I just thought of something. For the 100th class, we should have just done 100 sun salutations. But you can't do 100, you have to do 108. You have to do 108 if you can do that. But we should definitely do that. I think that's a thing that we should do, is 108 sun salutations. We'll set that up. You know what we'll set it up to do a class where we do as many as we can for an hour. I don't know how long 108 will take. Left leg up. And begin. 1, 2, 3, up, 4, 5, up, 6, up, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, up, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. I'll figure it out. I'll do 15 minutes of sun salutation A, 15 minutes of sun salutation B, and I'll see how long that'll take. I'll multiply it by 4, and then we'll set up a day, like a Wednesday, where we'll just do sun salutations or something like that. Side crunches. So you're gonna roll to one side. Many of you have seen this. Bottom arm straight down, top arm behind the head, both legs up, crunch. That's 1. All right. 2. If you feel stronger, it's the legs straight. Right? Like that. So let's do 20 on each side, and I'll alternate. I'll do 5 bent legs, 5 straight legs. And you either do them all bent, all straight, or alternate with me. Ready, set, go. Bend. 2, 3, 4, 5. Straight legs. 1, up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Straighten the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. And switch it. Switch it. Same thing, other side. Just gonna take this off for a moment. And same thing. I'll do 5 bent legs, 5 straight legs. Follow along, or do them all bent, or do them all straight. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I totally forgot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Since we missed, let's do 6, 7. That's 20, but I'm gonna do 2 more. 1, 2, because I forgot to alternate. I was looking at the microphone. The microphone distracted me. The microphone pack. It's like, wow, look at that. Look at that shiny red light. Look at that shiny red light. It's easy for the mind to be distracted, that's for sure. And I, for one, am not immune. Onto the back. Pause for a moment. Take a few breaths. That's our high intensity interval training for the day. Let's go ahead and pull the knees in. Make some circles in the lower back. And then let's rock up to a seat. And let's do a little bit more hips. So what we can do is make this last little piece a little bit more hip focused. So kind of calming down a little bit more yin style. Some of the favorite things here. So this 100th class is a little bit more of like a highlight reel. Intro, sun salutations, high intensity interval training, and now some yin for my friend Jonathan, who I'm sure is out there somewhere, who loves yin yoga. Lean forward and pause and breathe. So yin, I'll give you my little yin spiel, and then that'll be another thing, a little yin yoga workshop. But the yin is all about three things: lengthening the connective tissue, having an active meditation, and cleansing your energetic pathways. So the connective tissue is the fascia in your body, your muscles, big beefy red things, lots of blood moving through them. Those are more pliable, more flexible, right? You can massage them. The tendons are less pliable. They don't stretch that much. Think of your Achilles tendon. It's all just white, right? There's not a lot of blood moving through it. Blood is red. So ultimately, by holding these poses for a long period of time, just kind of sitting in them for, a minute or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 minutes sometimes, it just helps to soften, and the connective tissue releases a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And that's the idea, is that you just encourage that letting go a little bit more, a little bit more, and a little bit more. And then you find that you're more flexible, because the pliability of the muscle will adapt to the length of the fascia. So if you can get the fascia to open a little bit, then you'll probably get the muscle to adapt a little bit easier. A few more breaths here. Sinking in, breathing. One of the other highlights, I guess, in the 100 days of yoga has been the arm balance crew. The arm balance crew from Philadelphia and other places around the country. That was a lot of the requests in the beginning. Jason and Jeff and Greg all wanting, it was like Dude Yoga Central, and wanted arm balances. Meanwhile, we got some ladies that show up here, Kathy and Debbie and Jackie, busting out some arm balances pretty good too. Come on up. Let's do a little bit of a back bend, so onto the knees, Ustrasana, camel pose. So tuck the toes first, lift the upper body up, lean back, get a nice big back bend. Chin down to start, and then hips drive forward. Lift the heart up, drop the head back. Good. Abdomen strong, slowly come down, and then child's pose. We're gonna do one more like that. So just pause for a moment. And one more time, go ahead and come on back up. And lift up, lean back. Easy back bend, gentle Ustrasana camel. One heel to the other heel. Drive the hips forward, lift the heart up, drop the head back. Breathe really deeply. And a few more breaths. Good, abdomen strong. Slowly, 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 slowly come out. Child's pose again. Go ahead into child's pose. I'm just gonna close off this little sound situation outside for the moment. And then we're gonna move into a little hip stretch. So from child's pose, go back to downward facing dog. Come up. Take a moment, bend the left leg, press the right heel down. Nice big stretch. And switch sides. Do a little two-prong pigeon pose. So step the right leg forward, drop the back knee down, bring that foot to the middle of your mat. This is more lizard pose, or a pigeon prep we'll do for 30 seconds. So drop the knee out to the side, one hand on either side of the mat, lengthen the upper body up, sink down and breathe. Oh, yes. So feel free, and this happens on a regular basis, to send me any pictures of yourself doing yoga or videos, and I'm always happy to if you're like, hey Ted, does this look right? Or you just want to show off, then send me something. It's always fun to see people out in the world, you know. Going back to our highlight reel for 100 days, I counted in the beginning, I said, well, just let me know where you're practicing from. And we counted 13 countries, pretty sure, 12 or 13 different countries, including the US. And then over 50, it wound up, I saw over 50 different places in the US that were practicing with us at one time or another. So I appreciate all of your support. Back to pigeon for a nice minute here. And of course, if pigeon does not work for you, then you got to flip it around and bring that leg in this way, right? That's your reclining pigeon, which is a little bit easier. But yeah, and also anything that you want, right? Now that we know we've hit our stride at 100, we're just kind of gaining our rhythm here. And like I was mentioning earlier, I got a mixer. I'm going to be able to throw in some music, which those of you that have done my classes in person, music is a big part of it. I haven't done it here because I wanted this during the pandemic to be free for all, and obviously if you could support us and keep the mission going, then great, but so that it wasn't shut down so people could go back and practice yoga during these stressful times. Little did I know how stressful they would get at the time, but I think it was definitely the right thing to do. Now, however, you know, maybe even going to get more stressful, but I got a mixer. I'm super excited about it, and I'm going to mess with it. And then we'll have a couple classes with music. You'll have to sign up for those separately and pay for them. There'll be a minimum donation, like $5 or something like that. But because I can't do that on YouTube or Facebook. So look out for that. But in addition to that, also there will be any kind of like that, the yoga sun salutations or arm balances. Greg and I, that's another reason I got the mixer, is so that Greg Luganis and I can do a handstand workshop. That's going to be super fun. Once we get it all, technology all dialed in, you'll be able to have a little Zoom handstand workshop with a 4-time Olympic gold medal champion and dear friend of mine. Let's switch legs, downward facing dog. So those of you that are handstanders, definitely look out for that. Step the leg forward, left leg. And then one more fun thing that's happened is that I decided to start teaching weekly, right? So kind of teaching this is part of the conscious endurance idea. So the idea of conscious endurance is basically living an active, healthy, vibrant lifestyle for 100+ years, right? And if that's not for you, if you're like, you know, I don't know, I'm just not into living past 80, that's fine, enjoy. but for me, and I know a lot of others people, we want to optimize, you know, every year and set some pretty big goals. So that's what that community is for, and that's what it's all about. And every week I'm going to either go live and teach a topic that has helped me stay healthy and stay active, and I'm halfway. This year I turned 50, and I don't feel like it at all. And I don't plan on feeling like it for a long time. Go ahead and take this leg back. So while things might be a little bit different now, I'm excited about doing that. And in that platform, in the Conscious Endurance platform, I asked everybody, hey, you guys, what do you want to learn about? What is it that you want to learn about? I know a lot of stuff. I've been around a while. I read a lot of books, read a lot of different studies. I do a lot of different things, so I can teach a few things. And so it was motivation and mindset. It was yoga. It was nutrition, mindfulness, and one more I totally forget. I probably didn't know much about that topic anyway. Oh, endurance training. No, I do actually. That's what the other one was. I do know a lot about that. For those of you that didn't know, certified USA triathlon coach right here. So the first month that everybody voted on was motivation and mindset. So I taught, I don't know if you saw it yesterday, but I went on and taught about the inner coach versus the inner critic, or inner critic versus the inner coach. And there was a big shift for me in my life that happened when I became less critical in my head and more positive and encouraging in my head. And I think it's a big deal. And if you don't have that positive, encouraging part of yourself, it's something to develop. And I think the three main takeaways are just finding your awareness. What are your thought patterns? How do they actually run your life, if they run your life? Or, are you so wise that you can just have a crazy thought and understand that it's a crazy thought and keep moving on with your life? Ultimately, that's the deal. But so you create this awareness, you understand your thought patterns, then you start to create a plan to start to build a new way of thinking, a new foundation and new thought patterns. And come on up from there, that's it. But so things like that is what I do once a week. So hopefully you can join us there. And eventually, when we all get back out, we can take trips together, we can climb mountains together, we can run half marathons together. When we're 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 years old, we can ride bikes together. Dean and Yana, if you're out there, I'm going to send this to you guys. There's an event that's a virtual event called Tahoe to Malibu. And it's Tahoe to Malibu.com. And it's a virtual event, and you can do it in your own hometown, and you can pick. So I think it's 700 miles or something like that, or 620 miles from Tahoe to Malibu. And what they're saying, you don't have to ride, you don't have to do that particular course, but you can just run or walk or hike or bike 13 miles a week to do the minimum. All right, so that's basically less than 2 miles a day. And then you can do I think they're giving you 6 months to do it or something like that. Arms up, fold forward, but it just sounded like a super fun event. And they're doing it to raise money, it's a charity, so I'll share that. And you can do it in your own, you just sign up for it, and you I think it was like $50 to sign up for it. And then you could obviously donate more, you could raise money for food insecurity, I think is the actual thing. But so that's going to be a super fun thing to do. And then we're going to do a little virtual half marathon. We're going to start doing that sooner than later. And we'll do one every single year until we get to 100. And those are all my announcements for the moment. Go ahead now, you can stay here. We're going to do our finishing sequence. You're going to roll back and do plow, or stay here if your neck doesn't work. And go ahead and roll up, roll back, take the legs up and over the head. Except the one big thing is a huge debt of gratitude. Gratitude for everyone that has shown up, whether it was one class or all 100. The fact that you guys show up keeps me motivated to keep showing up. And I can't thank you enough for that. Shoulder stand if you're up there. Breathe. Legs wide, flex the feet. Bend the knees, soles of the feet together. Legs up, down over the head. We'll take our final twist and then our 100th Shavasana. Pull the right knee in, give it a squeeze, roll to your left side and twist. Yeah, you know, as I think more about the gratitude that I feel for everyone who's shown up and everyone who's, you know, sent messages and, you know, sent money and paid and, you know, just, or said they couldn't because they lost their job and their husband lost their job and, you know, 4 kids and not sure what they're gonna do. Like, it doesn't, like, that's the whole idea, you know. The whole idea is that we, you know, that we'll be lifted up by the people who can help. Switch sides in your twist, and I thought, if there's one way I know I can help, it's this way. So, a huge debt of gratitude for you for showing up. You too, Lana. It includes you too. In real life. Good. Back to the center. Shavasana. 100 times in almost as many days. Feet flop open, arms down by the side, eyes closed. Deep breath. And really just sit for a moment, like lie down for a moment and really allow that sense of gratitude just for living, right? Just for the opportunity to be able to move our body should really give you an incredible sense of gratitude. To be able to breathe, to be able to move, and to be able to feel. bring your left hand to your heart center, right hand to the belly. Pause here for a moment. Take a few breaths. Nurturing your heart center, grounding yourself with your belly. Bending the knees, slowly rolling to your right side. Take your time. Back up to the seat, comfortable seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. Palms up, eyes closed. Just a few moments connecting with that place inside, that place that's always calm, always relaxed, always secure, always stable. Finding that sense of joy and peace and contentment that can only possibly come from within. One of the things about this whole pandemic is that so many people who put their happiness on stuff and outside, travel, and couldn't get or do all those things just basically fell off a cliff, right? But if you had some sense of internal relationship with that place that is peaceful and calm, then you understood that regardless of what happens outside, no matter how bad it gets, there's always this place inside that will be there for you, that's divine, that's calm, that's grounded, that's stable. And so in the tough times, we need to focus on that a little more. Bring the palms together. Take a moment of gratitude. Gratitude for every breath. Every breath. Namaste. Thank you very much, Lana, for showing up in real life. Thank you, everybody, for showing up online, in real life. It's the new real life. And thank you from my backyard, trying to figure it all out, getting a tent to protect us from the sun and the rain, to being written up in the New York Times, to, figuring it all out. So I appreciate it. And in my opinion, we're just getting started. Not my opinion, my knowledge. We're just getting started. So we'll continue this, I turned 50 this year. I got 50 more years, at least. So I hope to see you along the road. Thanks, you guys.